We've got NBA basketball in store. For you here at Chase Center in San Francisco, the home of the Warriors on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie Force on the sideline. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And now, Allie Force says something for us from the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from Coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Outside for Jackson. Jacks up a three.
3 points.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now Harper, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Outside, Davis. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Davis has got 6.
Now remember, AD only made 3 3-point shots in his first 3 seasons. Try and say that fast. So he's added that dimension to his game.
Done outside. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Just got the run, and it's good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Now, here's Harper. Davis in the corner. Back to Harper. New York needs to get off a shot. And Davis throws it down.
That's exactly what you want to see from AD, using that length and that athleticism to cause problems.
Antetokounmpo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jackson from long range. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Wade. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And good that time.
Uh-oh, great IQ from the young Wade. Decided to keep it, and it paid off.
To the paint. Here's Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Green, the screen. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Curry with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Outside Harper. Outside Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Jackson's got 6.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
No shortage of scoring.
18.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Bridges. Reeves outside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Finishes the break with a slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Hit by Bridges. Reeves has a two-pointer. And Bridges able to finish.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Simons. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Reeves. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass. Reeves has got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors. Inside. Smith, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. From deep. Rebounded by Hart. Simons surveying the D. A three-pointer is right on target. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Basket counts.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here's Simons. 6 points for him. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
To the middle. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Fires from deep. Curry making it look so easy.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Nice shot by Smith.
And no fear of where the D was on that one. Smith going right to the basket.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Guys, hard enough to win in this league, but when you continue to hurt yourself because of miscues, it makes it all the more difficult.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Wade, right side. The Warriors pull it in. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Curry with the three. Rebounded by Hart. New York leading by 15. Pass to Harper. Wade outside. 6 on the shot clock. Curry with the rebound.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Wade outside. To the inside. Here's Hart. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
And it's Davis missing.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
A 3-ball. And Bridges with the block.
Great defense by Bridges. He has so much pride on that end.
Some nice passing by New York here. High post, Davis. Outside Jackson. Goes up on the top of the key.
Anthony Davis.
And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade. And it's Davis finishing it off.
A premier player in this league, Davis, with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
They set the screen. Curry with a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Davis sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Curry. And too long on the shot.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but you know, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And and wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Anthony Davis, too much size. Warriors trailed by 11. Outside, Green. There's the lob at Kumbo. It's stolen by Davis. Anthony Davis attacking. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
I'm sorry, it's just so much fun watching AD play that way with that type of power around the rim.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
That shot, no good.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "We're watching with Steph as one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Kevin, back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Simons. Screen by Hart. And Simons, here we go. Shot clock at 5. Hart outside. With the shot. And it's Simons missing.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trapped.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Coley Stein, a screen. Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. Rebound by Okogie.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out. Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
And so it's the New York Knicks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points.
The Knicks, 51.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Smith outside. There's the drive. Warriors with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the middle game of their... Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Hart. Outside, Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 12.
He's become a dependable offensive rebounder. Smith is someone you got to keep a body on.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle step for the Knicks?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Here's Smith. He takes it in, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And using a mix of speed and power, no one wants to get in Smith's way.
There's the lob to Bridges, and stolen by Hart. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Davis in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Davis has got 11 points here in just the second half. Curry with it. Picked up by Davis. In the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Now, here's Wade. Harper with the ball. Launches from deep. It misses. Warriors trail by 13. Now onto Antetokounmpo. Jackson with the rebound. Outside Harper. Poked away. And stolen by Dunn. Giannis right side. Curry outside.
2 minutes
The on the up. And the rejection by Jackson.
Golden State ball.
Lock at 6. Curry. The long shot, no good. New York leading by 13. Wade fires. The 3 is off. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
With a finish, Davis. And good that time.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
And I love his tenacity at the defensive end on the floor. Very disruptive all game long.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And good! From way outside, it's in! And stolen by Cephalosha. Green, the screen. Now onto Antetokounmpo. So it's New York picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that